know that feeling when your expensive premium toaster still burns one side of your bagel while barely warming the other? Or when your frozen waffles come out rubbery, no matter how many times you toast them? If you've ever stood in front of your toaster, wondering why your breakfast feels like a gamble, you're not alone. Most toasters, even the ones that look nice, still rely on the same outdated heating coils and offer little more than a glorified bread slot. But what if your toaster could actually think? What if it knew the difference between sourdough and a frozen English muffin and adjusted itself automatically to give you the exact toast you love? Every single time. That's what the Revolution R180 Connect Smart Toaster promises. With its patented InstaGLO 2.0 heating tech, full-color touchscreen, and Wi-Fi connectivity, this isn't just a toaster. It's a smart kitchen appliance designed to replace the guesswork with precision. It even updates itself over the air, shows your local weather, and reminds you when to empty the crumb tray. At around $349.95, it's easily one of the most expensive two-slice toasters on the market. But here's the thing, it might also be the most advanced one ever made. Of course, no product is perfect. Some users have mentioned that it's almost too quiet. So quiet, in fact, that you might miss when your toast is done if you're not standing right there. And there's one specific issue with frozen items that you definitely need to know before you hit buy. So stick with me, because in this video, we're breaking down everything, from design and usability to real-world performance and a few surprising drawbacks that don't show up in the glossy promo photos. Next up, we're getting hands-on with the design and build quality, because trust me, this thing doesn't just perform smart, it looks smart. Quick heads up, the purchase links are in the description and pinned comment. These special deals are for a limited time only and could disappear at any moment. See one that fits what you're looking for? Click it, add it to your cart, and act fast. This might be your last chance to grab it at that price. At first glance, the Revolution R180 Connect Smart Toaster looks more like a high-end gadget than a kitchen appliance. The stainless steel finish is clean, modern, and solid to the touch. It doesn't just sit on your countertop, it elevates it. This is the kind of toaster that draws comments from guests the moment they walk into your kitchen. Sleek curves, a brushed metal body, and a full-color touchscreen sitting right on the front. It feels more like a tablet than a control panel. And yes, it's just as responsive as you'd hope. Size-wise, it's compact enough to fit under most upper cabinets, measuring about 11.5 inches deep, just over 6 inches wide, and around 8 inches tall. It doesn't take up more space than a standard two-slice toaster, but it feels like it belongs in a smarter, more curated kitchen. Now, let's talk about that touchscreen. It's vibrant and surprisingly intuitive. With just 3 taps, you select your bread type, your desired toast level from 1 to 7, and whether it's fresh, frozen, or needs reheating. No knobs, no dials, no guessing. Everything is visual, and the real-time preview of browning levels actually matches what comes out. A rare win in the world of kitchen tech. But here's where it gets interesting. The R180 Connect isn't just flashy. It's engineered with InstaGLO 2.0, a patented heating system that replaces traditional metal coils with a custom alloy that glows red hot in seconds. Not only does it toast faster, but it delivers consistent edge-to-edge crisping. Think of it like searing a steak. Golden on the outside, moist and fluffy inside. That said, one point of caution, while the build quality feels premium overall, some users have noticed uneven results with frozen bagels, and there's no manual lever to pop the toast up. Everything is automated. Great for convenience, but if the tech ever fails, you have no analog fallback. And while the touchscreen is impressive, it's another component that could potentially wear over time. Still, for many, that modern design and touchscreen interface are what make the R180 Connect feel like a genuine upgrade. This is where the Revolution R180 Connect really starts to separate itself from the pack. At its core, the headline feature is InstaGLO 2.0, and it's not just marketing fluff. This thing heats up fast. We're talking seconds, not minutes. That means your frozen waffles or refrigerated bagels don't need a preheat cycle or a second round of toasting to come out golden. The heating elements are engineered to deliver consistent temperature top to bottom, edge to edge. You're not getting hot spots or burned corners. When it works as intended, the results are truly impressive. Another highlight is the toasting algorithm. The R180 Connect doesn't just apply one heat level to everything. It detects the type of bread you select, whether it's sandwich bread, an English muffin, or a thick-cut sourdough, and it adjusts both the temperature and time in real time. That means a bagel gets a different treatment than a croissant, and that makes a noticeable difference in texture and taste. You can choose from 3 toast modes: fresh, frozen, or reheat, 7 browning levels, and 6 bread types, all displayed on a clean and colorful screen that's simple to navigate. And yes, there's even a countdown timer and a soft chime when your toast is ready. But here's the thing, that soft chime, it's really soft. Several users have pointed out that you can't hear it from another room. There's no way to increase the volume, which is odd for a device marketed as smart. If you're multitasking in the kitchen, you may not realize your toast is done until it's already cooling down. And while the touchscreen offers a futuristic experience, there's a bit of a learning curve. If you're someone who prefers a physical dial or button, it might feel like overkill for something as routine as breakfast. Performance-wise, it delivers excellent results, especially for fresh breads and muffins. But with frozen items, some users noted that it occasionally requires a second cycle to hit that perfect texture. It's efficient, but not infallible. Still, once you dial in your preferences, the R180 Connect starts to feel less like a toaster and more like a precision instrument. Using the Revolution R180 Connect is like stepping into the future of toasting. The interface is bright, clean, and visual. You're not just selecting a number, you're tapping icons that actually show the food you're making. Want to reheat a bagel or toast frozen sourdough? 3 quick taps and you're set. There's even a live countdown timer with a subtle animation that adds a bit of flair to your morning routine. But let's talk about the actual user experience. For most people, once you get used to the digital interface, it becomes second nature. The touchscreen is extremely responsive, and the interface layout is logical. You won't need to dig through menus. It's all right there, front and center. The screen even displays the time and weather when idle, which is a small but surprisingly useful touch. Now for the part people don't always talk about, cleaning. Thankfully, Revolution built in a removable crumb tray, and the smart system actually reminds you when it's time to empty it. A small but very thoughtful feature. That alone helps keep the device running smoothly and extends its lifespan. However, here's a practical concern. There's no manual eject lever. That means everything, from the start of the cycle to the pop-up, is controlled electronically. If the system ever glitches or the power goes out mid-cycle, you have no way to manually retrieve your food. It hasn't been reported as a common issue, but it's something worth knowing before relying on this as your daily driver. The stainless steel surface is easy to wipe clean, but like any brushed finish, it's prone to fingerprints, especially if you have kids or if you're using it frequently throughout the day. There are no complex grooves or hard-to-reach spots, which makes the outer maintenance fairly simple. And while the toaster itself doesn't have built-in accessory storage, it's worth noting that the Toastie Press, sold separately, adds another layer of functionality, though it also adds to your cost and countertop clutter. In short, day-to-day use is smooth and intuitive. But the fully digital system means you're depending entirely on tech. For some, that's a dream. For others, it's a gamble. So, is the Revolution R180 Connect worth the hype and the nearly $350 price tag? If you value precision, modern design, and a touch of tech luxury in your kitchen, it's hard to beat. This isn't just a toaster. It's a smart appliance that brings a level of customization and consistency most of us didn't know we needed. From InstaGLO's lightning-fast heating to the intuitive touchscreen and thoughtful extras like crumb tray reminders and over-the-air updates, it's clear Revolution put a lot of thought into every detail. But no product is perfect. The soft chime, lack of a manual lever, and occasional inconsistencies with frozen items are real concerns, especially at this price point. And while the touchscreen is a standout feature, it may not be for everyone. If you prefer simple, mechanical controls, this might feel like overkill. Still, if you're ready to upgrade your morning routine and bring some intelligence to your countertop, the R180 Connect might just be the smartest piece of toast-making tech on the market. It's not just an appliance, it's your kitchen's new conversation starter. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your favorite breakfast bread or kitchen hack. I'd love to hear how you take your toast. And if you're thinking about grabbing the R180 Connect, check the link below for the latest deal. It might be lower than you think.